Gummi Ship Radio, the podcast where two childhood girlfriends synthesize their brains to comprehensively figure out what exactly is the Kingdom Hearts lore. As a gentle reminder, this podcast sporadically contains spoilers throughout all of the Kingdom Hearts installments. Each season of Gummi Ship Radio will follow the release order of the video game series, and episodes are chronological with the events of the game of the season. We strongly recommend listening in order, so proceed at your own caution. I'm one half of that brain, Brittany.
And I'm the other half, Victoria. And today I'll be leading our episode on Neverland. We made it out of Halloween Town, coming off the heels of that, and we're dropped into Neverland. Big whoop whoop. Out of a graveyard and onto a pirate ship. That's how I usually see my Friday afternoons going.
We're more than halfway now. We're like close to the end.
We're almost an end game here. Like this is crazy. And this world particularly is very story heavy.
Yes.
Like this one's going to be like quite the read along that we haven't really experienced yet in the same way. So
true.
So yeah, Brittany, I'm going to be talking a whole lot. If you wouldn't mind at all reading our Jiminy recap of our previous world that you so lovingly walked us through last time.
Yes.
I would be honored if you can get in there.
The pleasure is all mine. All right, so the Jiminy recap. Jack, the Pumpkin King of Halloween Town, worked with Dr. Finkelstein, still a little...
We still don't know. We still don't know.
Someone will correct us. To create a heart to control the Heartless for the Halloween festival. Oogie Boogie, plotting to use the heart to take over Halloween Town, had Lock, Shock, and Barrel steal it. When Sora and company arrive at his manor, Oogie Boogie tried to summon a swarm of Heartless with the heart, but failed. Evidently, the heart was incomplete. After Sora and his friends defeated him, Oogie Boogie turned into a giant monster, becoming one with his manor. However, he was beaten yet again and disappeared along with the manor. Sora sealed the keyhole in Halloween Town.
And what a lovely recap that was. Thank you, yes. Jiminy.
No.
Thank you, Brittany, for reading that through.
No problem.
So yeah, another bad guy down, another world sealed and saved.
Check.
Unfortunately, that festival is not going to be nearly as fun without some dancing Heartless.
Not as poppin' as...
But c'est la vie. I'm sure we'll be in this world again at some point.
Yes.
So before we jump into Neverland, we want to give a quick honorable mention to 100 Acre Woods, because at this point in the game, if you've opened up enough chests, if you've completed enough tasks, you probably have been collecting some torn pages. And especially after Halloween Town, you should at that point have, oh, you know what? I don't want to fucking say facts that I don't know about anymore. Right. So let me not say that. Here's what I do know. What I do know is that if you've opened enough chests, completed enough tasks, and you visit Pongo and Perdita, they will gift you the last torn page. And so at that point, you can go into 100 Acre Woods and complete the entire book at that point. While 100 Acre Woods doesn't have a direct hand in the point A, point B, point C story of 1, it is still worth mentioning because we do visit 100 Acre Woods a lot throughout the entire series, who has a very special connection to Sora's heart. So we want to honorably mention Dear 100 Acre Woods. So quick blurb about 100 Acre Woods is that after finding multiple torn pages in different worlds, Pongo and Perdita give Sora the last missing torn page as a gift for helping find their puppies. With all the torn pages collected, Sora dives into the book world of the 100 Acre Woods, where he goes through trials and games helping reunite these lost friends together again. In the end, they all watch the sunset together, and it's just the inspiration Sora needs to continue the journey of finding his friends. Upon closing this book, the blank cover is now covered with an image of Sora, Pooh, Piglet, and Tigger strolling together, locking this world behind.
Aww, how cute.
It's a sweet world.
It is so sweet. I love that last little part.
Oh my god, it's one of my favorite parts of the whole game.
It's like a tearjerker.
Yeah. Well, like with the music that's played, with like what it ends up meaning to Sora throughout, and just like who doesn't love to watch, the sunset with your friends? Like it's just universal. We love that shit. We love it.
They're just so cute. Yeah. I don't know. I think that's like such an innocent little like part of the game that there's like no Heartless. There's no like nothing. It's just like them and their little friendship. So cute.
Oh my God, you're right. This is like the least stressed out world. There's no Heartless in this world. They just got lost. Like, that's it. That's so true.
Yeah.
Oh, big shout out to 100 Acre Woods.
Big shout out to them.
I do love what they turned that world into moving forward. I think that this was a really nice pre 100 Acre Woods, but
yes,
I love what it turns into like moving forward. I think it's a good one for sure.
Yes, for sure.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, with 100 Acre Woods honored, I think it's time for us to dive into Neverland. Brittany, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Get ready for a whole lot of talking from me.
I'm ready.
All right. We are jumping into Neverland. In Neverland, Sora, Donald, and Goofy learn more of Riku's intentions and capabilities in a world where believing is powerful enough to make you fly.
You can fly.
True story. I really thought Peter Pan was like on some semblance real. Oh my God. I feel like recanting this or like re-saying this out loud. It's like, of course this isn't real, but there's like something about waiting by your window and just flying out of this world.
Having a teenage boy take you away.
Hormones were real raging at one point. It was crazy.
I had a big crush on Peter Pan, like the cartoon in general. I don't know why. So weird.
Yeah, no, it's not weird.
And then like, what's that other one that came out when we were like teenagers with that like blonde boy?
That was my first crush. That was Jeremy Sumpter, baby. Oh my God.
Yes, so I get it.
The crush I had on him was monumental. My entire family just like would not let that go. Like they were like, you have a crush on Peter Pan? Like at that time, Titanic had came out not that long before. Everyone had a crush on Leonardo DiCaprio. I was like, no, I want Jeremy Sumpter.
Peter Pan. That's where it's at.
But he was like close to our age. I think that's what it was. He was like a year older than us. Yeah. So it was like, this is like a safe crush to have because there's a chance.
Because it could be real.
Because it could be real. Oh my gosh. So Neverland means a lot to you and I collectively and on our own for sure.
Teenage us, yes.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Whew. All right. Jumping into Neverland. Riding along the path to a new world, a pirate ship rams into them, forcing them to prepare for a crash landing into their new destination, Neverland. Sora walks the deck of this pirate ship, looking for Donald and Goofy, and hears a familiar voice call out that he's surprised he came. It's Riku. Riku makes it clearer than ever. What? What?
Just the gas of, it's Riku.
It's Riku.
It's here.
Who else could keep surprising you, Sora? If you don't see Donald and Goofy, who else keeps sneaking up on you? Like, come on. Riku makes it clearer than ever that he feels Sora favors his new friends over his old, revealing an alive but hollow Kairi behind him. Riku saw Sora's attempts at finding her as goofing around, while he was hard at work doing what he needed to do to find her. Sora lunges for them, but is met with some Heartless, the captain's assistant, Mr. Smee, and the ruthless captain himself, Captain Hook.
Mr. Smee.
Shmee! The countless ways that Hook has said Shmee in the movie is just excellent. And I feel like he doesn't say Smee the same way in the Jeremy Sumpter version.
No, definitely not.
It's definitely a little darker. It's really good. Like, I watched it recently for the first time since like 5th grade, and it's really good. It's a really good story.
I'm dead that you watched it.
I was like, oh, I'll clean to this movie, and I ended up just like standing in front of the TV. I was like, I'm not going anywhere.
That's hilarious.
Listen, I love to revisit things that make me comfortable. Sora doesn't understand. Why is Riku siding with the Heartless? Simply put, the Heartless obey Riku now, leaving him nothing to fear. Sora knows better. You're stupid! I don't think I'll ever reach that decibel. That was like, Haley Joel Osment must not have gone through puberty yet because that shit was so high. He said, you're stupid. Capital STU.
He really is, though. Like, jealousy does not look good on you, Riku. I'm sorry.
Nuh-uh. That ick factor for you keeps ticking up and up and up, dude. You're like, get him out.
It's off the charts already.
The meter is gone.
It's gone.
Sora knows better and knows that this path will eventually lead to Riku losing his heart to them. Riku trusts his heart is strong enough for that to never happen. And besides, he's learned a few other tricks, such as conjuring up shadow versions of people, like Sora. This freaks Sora out long enough to fall for the oldest trick in the book, dropping through the trapdoor below him where, as Riku puts it, he can go see his friends now. Riku demands Captain Hook to take off and to not let Sora anywhere near Kairi until they're ready to land. Being ordered around by a scurvy teenager annoys Captain Hook to no end. But since Riku has the ship crawling with Heartless, he figures they can keep an eye on Sora, Donald, and Goofy. Mr. Smee tries to remind Captain Hook that a certain you-know-who is down there, but is interrupted by the captain's paranoid sense that he can hear something, a dreadful something in the nearby distance that frightens him to his core. Gotta take a little breather break there. Holy shit, what a lot of story that just happened there.
That was a lot of story.
Like, Riku's making this, like, crystal fucking clear that he's like, I'm over you. We are on opposite ends of this spectrum, and like, you're dead to me. I don't know how else to put it.
I'm telling you, jealousy. It's ugly on you, Riku.
Jealousy's a nasty look.
It really is. I think that, like, he hasn't even tried to get to know Donald and Goofy and, like, see.
Yeah, over it.
Maybe they are doing the right thing by, like, trying to do it the right way or, like, go about it that way. So for me, Riku is kind of just, like, taking the easy way, it seems. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Like, it's convenient to just be mad that, like, how dare your friend have other friends? Like, this shit is so middle school. Like, get over it. You're not in the same classes. It's okay.
And his just, like, cockiness and, like, his arrogance in this level is just to a whole nother level. So I feel like this is where you really see him really, like, you know, he's going down this path and there's no really, like, coming back from that.
Yes. Yeah, no, he's making his firm stance here. Yeah. Like, he is like, I'm on this side and you are on that side. Your side is wrong. They obey me. Like, and what's funny to me too is that, like, a couple episodes ago, if I'm not mistaken, at the end of Agrabah, he knows that Maleficent is using him for her own means.
Right.
And he's still like, nah, like, I'm in control. Like, what a 15-year-old. Like, dead ass. Like, what a 15-year-old.
I don't get it.
He's like, nope, I'm good. Also, like, as I replayed it this time, because I was so excited to get to Neverland. I love the flying aspect. Why is this world called Neverland and we don't set one fucking foot in Neverland?
That's true.
Like, this is Jolly Roger and London.
This is just another flying world in the middle of space.
I feel like if they called it Jolly Roger, people wouldn't be as, like, excited as it being Neverland. But, like, this is not Neverland. This is a pirate ship in space. And where's the Lost Boys? Like,
where's the Mermaid Lagoon?
No, they're gone.
Because even when we get to the clock tower, that's still not Neverland.
Nope.
It's like England.
The clock tower is like one section of London. Like, that's it. Not even. Not
hilarious.
even.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, and as I was playing it too, I was like, this is another one where, like, the gameplay isn't super long. The story is, like, really plentiful, but the gameplay, you're just running up a ship.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
It's true.
Like, you go from the bottom to the top, and then you get to the clock tower. Anyway, we're jumping ahead a bit. But point being, this should not be called Neverland.
No.
Anyway, moving on. Sora is so elated that he finally found Kairi that he doesn't realize he's fallen on top of Goofy and Donald in their new holding cell. The three learn that they are not alone. They're imprisoned with the one and only Peter Pan, a.k.a. Brittany's first husband. Peter is here. Peter is here waiting for his pixie guide, Tinkerbell, who makes quite the entrance back to Peter. She tells him that she's found Wendy and that Wendy isn't alone. She's with another girl. Tink suggests they leave Wendy, but Peter won't have that. Donald makes a dig at Tink, saying she's jealous, which earns him a kick in the beak, and she flits out of the room. Good thing Peter's trapped with a Keyblade wielder, so they unlock the door and they agree to join forces until they help him find Wendy. They make their way through the harrowed ship, up and through different rooms, but not without run-ins with Heartless and Sora's Shadow. Goofy asks how Peter can fly, and Peter calls for Tink's help, despite her still being mad at him. He sprinkles her pixie dust onto our heroes to help them fly. Elsewhere, Riku tells Captain Hook that Maleficent says that Wendy is not one of the 7 princesses, suggesting him to drop her so they can leave. Calls her dead weight and everything.
Plays the shit out of her.
Mega yikes. Flustered that the effort to capture her was wasted, but more so, why 7? What is Maleficent planning? Riku doesn't know, but couldn't care less so long as it means getting Kairi's heart back. Hook thinks this is a waste of time, positive that the Heartless have already devoured Kairi's heart, but Riku is determined to find her heart no matter what. They're interrupted with some bad news from Mr. Smee about the prisoners' outbreak, Peter included. Hook then orders Smee to bring the hostage to his cabin. So, what the fuck, Riku? Like, getting nastier and nastier with every scene.
Poor Wendy.
I know.
She went through all that fucking trauma
just to be called dead weight?
Yeah. You're not a princess.
Sir, this is a person. Yeah. I don't remember him saying that the first time I played this. We're calling people dead weight in this world. I didn't know that we were capable.
I mean, does Wendy give princess? She really doesn't. So, like, I think that's his fault.
She doesn't give princess. I kind of, yeah, like, also, why is that a wonder? Why would you wonder? But also, to be fair, I wouldn't have really called Alice a princess.
Definitely not either.
Like, it's cool that she was included in this, but also, why is she a princess?
She ain't, not according to Disney lore.
According to Disney lore, she just kind of got super high and fell into this world. So I don't know what qualifies her crown, but
no idea.
C'est la vie. Wendy got the boot.
One of my favorite things is definitely when Sora falls on them and he's like, I found her. I found Kairi. And it's like, what?
And they're like, get off.
It's like, first of all, did you find her, or did she just so happen to be with Riku?
Or did you see her? Yeah, you saw her, actually.
That's like one of my favorites.
He's such an aloof silly pants. I don't know how else to describe him. He like
silly pants.
He's such a dreamer.
Yeah.
Like
he's like in his own just like la-di-da world sometimes, I feel like.
Yeah.
But yeah, that and Tinkerbell. Like, she's a whole mood.
Tinkerbell, do you remember Tinkerbell being like everyone's personality, like growing up? Like, she'd be on like everyone's car, like a sticker of her on everyone's car. Like,
yes.
I'd go to sleepovers and girls would have like attitude Tink pajamas. And I was like, where do I get my hands on one of these? Like, Tink was everyone's personality, and she's a huge mood. Big mood.
She's a whole mood. She's like, can we just leave Wendy's ass here? She's dead weight.
Isn't the lore in Disney that she's so small, or fairies are so small that they only have enough room for one emotion at a time?
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. I'm not saying it's a fact. I heard.
Not a fact.
I heard. That was one of the lore points, was that like, because there's so little, they only have room for one emotion at one time. And in this entire story, he's just like, Wendy. And she's like, what am I, chopped fairy? Like, come on.
What about me? Yeah. You just use me for my pixie dust.
Literally. Like, yeah, you pick me up just to sprinkle me on. That's wild. That's a wild thing to do.
Also, the Peter Pan noises in this game.
Oh my God.
That shit drives me crazy.
I forgot that was a noise that he made until playing it too. I was like,
my God, that's up there with Oogie Boogie, oh baby. Like, that is up there with the probably, I don't know, I think his sound is more annoying because he just goes every time.
You fight longer with Peter than you do against Oogie, so I would agree that hearing ka over and over and over is actually the worst. I think I didn't fight with Peter that much.
It's like, dude, cut it out. I also feel like Wendy was really creeped out by Kairi, because I don't even know if you remember, she's like, she's just sitting here. She hasn't said a word.
I do remember that. Like, doesn't have a lot of interaction with her. Like, where's the women supporting women? You know, like
she's like, I don't know if she's okay up here.
She's like treating her like she's like already dead in the corner. Yeah, like, I'm not touching her.
I don't know about.
I'm not checking.
Her legs must like hurt from being like splayed like that the whole entire game.
My God. I know. My 33-year-old knees watching that. I'm like
they could put her in a chair or something, or lay her down.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Like let her crack her knees a bit. This is definitely getting out of control. But like, I rolled my ankle the other day, and so I had it elevated. I had the ice on it. I rolled it on my left ankle, but like way on the outside. So I had to like lay it like, you know, facing upward so I could put the ice on it. And I don't know, it was like minute 6, and I was like, oh my God, I gotta move my leg. Like, my hips can't handle this. So like,
Kairi style.
That's the ailments of a
Yes.
14-year-old that you could lay splayed out like that forever and just, be fine.
That's so funny.
Crazy shit.
Oh my
Anyway,
gosh. All right, moving on.
the group find themselves just below Wendy and Kyrie. Wendy is fine, but Kyrie is not doing so good, and Wendy knows it. That bitch don't want to go anywhere near her. Sora reaches out for Kyrie and sees that even briefly her hand falls and unconsciously reaches out back to him. Sora is thrilled, then immediately horrified, hearing Wendy and Kyrie get taken. They make it to the captain's quarters just in time to watch Riku cradling Kyrie into a portal of darkness, sicking Sora's shadow onto our heroes. After a tough, and I mean tough, this was actually one of the hardest fights in my opinion. That shadow is relentless because it
is.
It goes into the ground, it sprouts up like clones. It's a really hard fight. That one, I almost died. After a tough battle, Sora's shadow is dropped back into its realm of darkness. Wendy is found, so Pan shoos Tink away and pieces out to tend to Wendy. So the group continues through until they hit the deck of the ship where Captain Hook awaits their arrival. He's disappointed that Riku would run off with that girl without even saying goodbye, off to the ruins of Hollow Bastion, where Maleficent resides. Hook then reveals his hostage, Tinkerbell. With a heart so pure, Sora wouldn't dare pick his own agenda over the life of someone else. Hook proposes, really though forces, that they give up the Keyblade or walk the plank. In the water, the sound of a clock ticking sends Hook reeling again, and the crocodile that took his hand is down below waiting for whatever will drop down to him. Too afraid to see this through, he flees, but not before ordering Smee and the Heartless to take care of them. Sora edges the end of that plank, but hears Peter call to him, as if beside him, to just believe he can fly.
Just believe.
Believe. Sora makes his leap of faith, flies out of the jaw of the crocodile, and Peter knocks Tink free, reminding him that he would have never left him and Tink behind. Sora soars. Whoops. I didn't realize I said that. Sora soars through this final battle with not only the Heartless, but eventually with Captain Hook himself, thanks to Peter mischievously tricking him out of his quarters. In the end, Hook and the crocodile have a very lovely reunion. Goofy suspects that Kyrie really may have lost her heart if she hasn't woken up yet, but Sora is still in disbelief that he got to fly and can't wait to tell her. Peter assures Sora that he and Kyrie are welcome back anytime for some sweet airtime. Sora knows that if you believe, you can do anything, like finding Kyrie. He just can't wait to tell her all about his adventures. Suddenly, Tink appears and tells them that there's something at the clock tower, the keyhole that spits out the last Navi-G piece the gang needs for Sid to install. Whew. Okay, we are really coming into Endgame. Actually, this is truly the last incidences before we really find out what everyone's motivations are, find out what everyone's intentions are, and what's to come.
Basically.
We are nearing Act 3.
Yeah.
Brittany, how are you feeling at this point in the story?
I'm feeling good. I agree with Captain Hook. Riku is a codfish. And I'm over his ass.
A motherfucking codfish. Oh my god.
And yeah, again, Sora being unfazed about Kyrie being
You're so right.
He's just I can't wait to tell her about my adventure. It's bro.
And Goofy's I think she's really in trouble. He goes, but I flew. I can't wait to tell her that I flew. It's she really may not be well. Can you snap out of it? Come back to us.
Snap back to reality, man, because that's just so funny. He's just I can't wait to tell her I flew. I'm just bro, did you not see her? What is happening here?
He's actually facing a different direction. He's actually in his own world. He is the sweetest child ever. He's such a little idiot. No, but so true. Very, very true. I like that this is how we hear about Hollow Bastion. Because there's something so delicious about saying that word. Is it just me? I feel Hollow Bastion has such a eerie, spooky to it. And this is how we hear about it.
Yeah.
And the only other thing is just I really kind of said it. That fucking shadow battle was really, really, really hard.
Yes,
I was getting pissed off. This, it shouldn't have been that hard, but I guess it's one of the last worlds. So anyway.
All right.
We're brought back to a flashback of Sora and Riku in the secret place from the Monstro episode. And we relive Riku excited to one day get off this island and travel to other worlds. Except this time, we learn Kyrie moves to the island on the night of the meteor shower. Emphasis on night of the meteor shower.
If so, facto. Yes.
Sora leaves first, but Riku looks back and sees a keyhole in the middle of the door. A keyhole that wasn't there before, or perhaps that Sora couldn't see it, but Riku can. Don't know what that means, but let's just make a note of that. Back to the present, Riku is out of breath and knelt at Maleficent's knees. She lectures him, saying it was reckless to bring her here without at least using a vessel. What does that mean? Keeping a note of that. And to remember that relying too heavily on the dark powers could cost him his heart. A roar startles Riku behind him, and Maleficent tells a tale of the certain castaway whose world perished but his heart did not. When they took a princess from his castle, he followed her here through sheer force of will. She isn't worried though. She believes this creature is no match for Riku and his untapped power. So she awakens that power and fucking glows it out of him. He becomes all spooky, green, and black.
Yes.
Crazy. So there's a lot to say with that really quick, that there's a little bit more information shared with this flashback than what we got to see in Monstro.
Yes.
Just going to ask you, because I don't actually know, is there a significance about the night of the meteor shower? Because I can guess.
I don't know. Does that mean like her world was destroyed and like she landed there?
That's what I think.
Fucking alien?
That's what I think. Like a fucking alien?
She just showed up there and everybody was like, cool.
We see meteor showers a lot throughout this entire series. There's always falling stars in this series. Like we see it in the very beginning of this game. Like we see it, we definitely see it at the end of Birth by Sleep's theme. I'm almost positive. I could look it up, but I'm almost positive that we see shooting stars, meteor showers throughout the entire series. I think let's keep a note on that because I felt like there was something significant to it because they didn't say it in the Monstro version of this flashback.
That's true. I did write in my notes that an Ansem report says Mickey uses pieces of meteors to travel. So
true.
I don't know. Again, could mean she just crash lands on Destiny Island? Who knows? I don't know.
Who knows?
And then going to Maleficent, she's warning Riku again. Like she keeps saying. She keeps letting him know.
She's been saying it.
She's been saying it.
You're getting reckless. You're getting reckless there, kiddo.
Just letting you know. Like it's like your mom is just being like,
call me evil, call me whatever you want, but don't say I didn't warn you.
Yeah, just warning you that you're getting a little crazy.
It's true.
And also the beast, like his sheer just love for Belle makes him go there is like.
I completely forgot Beast was in this Hollow Bastion. Like I was so pleasantly like, oh, that's right, he's here.
Yeah.
Because like I know we go to his castle in 2, so I just didn't remember him being in this one. But then it all came back. It all came back. I have a question for you really quick though about.
Yes.
She says it was reckless to bring her here without at least using a vessel. What does that mean to you?
To me, that's like without like a gummy ship. Like, but I don't know.
I feel like I might be wrong.
We might be wrong.
Very good chance I'm wrong. But I could swear that a vessel is like almost using like another body.
It could have 2 different meanings. Either a ship or a person. I don't really know.
Yeah.
Let us know if you know.
Let us know, what does she mean by vessel in this?
Yes.
He gets her there through the portal. Like through like the darkness realm.
Right.
That he's able to now travel in between and out of. The vessel part, I kind of got really tripped up because I'm just constantly like over analyzing. I feel like if you say it, then it has to have some sort of meaning.
Yeah.
So let us know, what does she mean by vessel?
Let us know what you think.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Coming into the last part of this world. Back in London, Peter and Wendy say their goodbyes, but they will always have each other as long as she never forgets Neverland. Donald laughs, Tink sneers, and Donald covers his beak. Peter asks if Sora could look after Tink, as a summon, of course. It is here we officially get Glide, the pseudo-fly ability, which if you love collecting chests and shit, you are so happy that you finally get this ability.
This is clutch.
Wendy tells Sora that Peter will remain with her as long as she remembers him. So he will find Kairi if she remains in his heart. Now, when I first wrote up this script, the pieces weren't connecting enough to me. And at first I was like, didn't Tarzan already say this lesson? Okay. But now we're thinking, hey, this is the second time we've heard he'll find Kairi if she remains in his heart.
You'll be my...
Keep it going!
That's definitely Tarzan. But yes, it's a foreshadow.
Yeah, we are getting our second hint of what to pay attention to. Anyway, the gang makes their way to Traverse Town one last time, but not before Chip and Dale remind them that the quote-unquote final tournament is now available to compete in, the Hercules Cup. And that is Neverland. And that is all
Neverland.
its story glory. I mean, there's so much that happens in this. There's so much story that happens in it. Not a whole lot of gameplay. Just a whole lot of going upstairs into the next room and then to a clock. And that is the gameplay of the world.
That's true. And Tinkerbell got ditched.
I saw that you wrote that in your notes. Peter's like, she's such a buzzkill. Can you get rid of her? Watch over her.
Please.
So fucking funny. You're so right. Yeah.
That's so funny. What else did I write? Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I feel like we balanced out a lot of reading along the story with like our thoughts throughout it, because it really is a whole lot of what's going on. So I think we can just jump into the storyline update, because there's just a lot that has happened that we can kind of get through it. So for Sora's story, we see that he is officially in conflict with Riku and is actively opposing him. So they are now at that point of like, I am so not on board with what you're doing. Like, there's no like, oh, he's just being misled. Oh, he doesn't know what he's saying. Like, no, he fully knows what he's saying and he's fully against what you're doing too.
Yeah.
So they're officially opposing each other. Sora finally sees Kairi, but he's unable to save her. And he gets motivated enough to get her back to tell her about how he flew.
The one motivation.
He's like, I flew. Now I'm ready to get her back for sure.
So naive.
So for the world encountered story, I did think to add in 100 Acre Woods again, because we do visit that world again later into the series. And it's very quick. So for the world encountered for 100 Acre Woods, the Heartless vandalized the 100 Acre Woods book, scattering torn pages all over the universe. After finding them all, Sora helps reunite a gaggle of friends, learning the true importance and joy of having your friends by your side. Now for Neverland, the world encountered story is that Hook has taken Wendy, Peter's new friend, in suspicion that she is one of the 7 princesses of heart needed by Maleficent. Peter Pan saves Wendy, but Hook takes his fairy friend Tinkerbell as a hostage. The plan backfires and he's chased out by the crocodile. Peter makes up with Tink and reunites with Wendy after it turns out she is not one of the 7 princesses of heart. And for the universe's story, got a few things for that one. Riku has full control over the Heartless and will stop at nothing to get Kairi's heart back. Riku is fed up with Sora and fully blown over him at this point. Like, again, just like for Sora's story, for Riku's side, he is also over him. So they're over each other right now. Thirdly, a beastly castaway made their way to Hollow Bastion, and Maleficent grants Riku full dark power to battle the beast.
Who I think personally would fuck Riku up. Give the beast some credit, okay? Team Beast.
Next is our flashback from the Mantra episode, but one that gets a little more context peppered in, including Riku being able to see the keyhole in the door of the back of Secret Cave, and that Kairi arrived to Destiny Islands on the night of a meteor shower. Now, if a meteor shower sounds eerily familiar, it might be because you may have heard it in Ansem Report number 7. Are the two related? We don't know, but we will definitely keep a note on that. And then lastly, we do get an Ansem report in this world. We get Ansem report number 9. And if I could jump back to our other episodes, nothing is in order yet. The last one we got was report 7.
No, why would it be?
So we're getting all the odd numbers here, but we do get Ansem report number 9. And it says, simply astonishing. Today I had a guest from another world. He is a king, and his vessel is built of the material that composed the meteors. He called the pieces gummy blocks. It seems that my opening that door has opened a path to interworld travel. We talked for countless hours, but one story in particular caught my interest. That of a key called the Keyblade. The Keyblade is said to hold phenomenal power. One legend says its wielder saved the world, while another says that it wrought chaos and ruin upon it. I must know what this Keyblade is. A key opens doors. It must be connected to the door I have opened. And that is the Ansem report number 9. So we have a lot that we have seen through this world.
Yes.
And it is really just propelling us into the end game of this game.
Yeah, it's getting intense.
We're almost there. We're almost at the end here.
We really are.
So I think, Neverland closing us out there. I think we're in a good place here. But what's to come is crazy.
It is. It is crazy.
That does it for us for this episode. Brittany, I love you. Thank you for listening to me yap for an hour.
I love you.
Appreciate that.
Anytime. Been doing it for years.
You have been a long time listener of my shenanigans, so appreciate it. We are headed to Hollow Bastion. We'll see you in Hollow Bastion.
Yeah.
Bye. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Gummi Ship Radio.
You and your power, aka your friends, can follow the show on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts.
To see our storyline update, stay in the know, or just to say hey, you can follow our account on Instagram, Threads, and TikTok at Gummi Ship Radio, or email us at gummishipradio@gmail.com.
Please rate and review our podcasts. Your support will help us immeasurably.
Our intro is arranged and theme music created by Matt Whiteford.
This podcast is hosted and produced by Victoria Harrington and Brittany Morales.
We'll be thinking of you wherever you are, and see you next time.